For decades, one label represented quality and trust worldwide: made in Germany. German cars symbolized perfection, and German engineering powered industries across the globe. But now, something shocking is happening. Factories are closing, energy costs are rising, and major companies are cutting jobs. Germany's industrial strength is weakening, and people are asking an unthinkable question. Is Germany losing its manufacturing crown? The nation that built Europe's strongest economy is struggling to protect its factories, workers, and future. If Germany falls, the impact could spread far beyond Europe. So what went wrong, and is this the end of Made in Germany? Let's find out. The rise of Made in Germany. Ironically, the label Made in Germany was never supposed to be a compliment. Back in the late 1800s, Britain forced German products to carry that label because British companies wanted consumers to know the items were foreign. At first, the label was almost used as a warning, but Germany turned that label into a weapon. Over time, German companies became obsessed with high quality, precision, and engineering. Their products became some of the best in the world. Names like Volkswagen, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Siemens, Bosch, and BASF became global giants. Germany built powerful cars, advanced machines, chemicals, tools, and industrial equipment. Countries everywhere depended on German manufacturing, and the numbers were massive. Manufacturing became the heart of Germany's economy. Millions of people worked in factories. Entire cities grew around industrial production. The Ruhr region became one of Europe's biggest industrial centers, filled with steel plants, coal mines, and giant factories. For decades, Germany looked unstoppable. But underneath that success, cracks were slowly forming. Germany's industrial model had one big weakness. Germany's industrial power depended on one very important thing: cheap energy. Factories need huge amounts of electricity and natural gas to operate. Germany's chemical plants, steel factories, and car manufacturers all relied heavily on affordable energy to stay competitive. For years, Germany received large amounts of cheap natural gas from Russia. That cheap energy helped German industries produce goods at lower costs while still maintaining high quality. But then everything changed. When the Russia-Ukraine war began, energy prices exploded across Europe. Russian gas supplies were reduced, and Germany suddenly faced an energy shock unlike anything it had seen in decades. Natural gas prices skyrocketed, and that became a disaster for German industry. Energy-intensive factories suddenly faced massive operating costs. Some companies reduced production, others moved operations abroad, some shut down completely. German industrial production began falling sharply. For a country built on manufacturing, this was a major warning sign: the industrial decay. This is where the story becomes serious. Across Germany, factories started slowing down. Some assembly lines stopped operating at full speed. Some industrial plants cut worker hours. Others announced layoffs. Industrial output dropped heavily through 2024. German production fell to some of its lowest levels since the COVID crisis. The automotive sector, once Germany's pride, was hit especially hard. Car production declined. Machinery manufacturing weakened. Steel and chemical industries struggled under rising energy costs. And the images coming out of industrial regions became difficult to ignore. Old factories standing quiet, empty production halls, workers worried about losing their jobs. For many Germans, this felt unthinkable. Because Germany was supposed to be Europe's industrial engine, now that engine was beginning to stall. Even Germany's own economic reports admitted exports and industry had become major concerns. The phrase deindustrialization started appearing more often in discussions online and in economic debates, and many people feared this was no temporary slowdown. They feared it was the beginning of a long-term decline. China changed the game. At the same time Germany faced rising costs, another giant was becoming stronger: China. For years, Germany dominated global manufacturing by producing high-quality industrial products. But China evolved rapidly. Chinese companies improved their technology, expanded manufacturing capacity, and began competing directly with German industries. Nowhere is this more obvious than electric vehicles. German car companies spent decades mastering gasoline-powered cars, but the global shift toward electric vehicles changed the rules of the game. Chinese EV companies moved incredibly fast. They produced cheaper electric cars, expanded battery production, and entered global markets aggressively. Meanwhile, some German automakers struggled to adapt quickly enough. This created huge pressure on Germany's most important industry. And the timing could not have been worse, because German manufacturers were already fighting rising energy costs, slowing exports, and weak industrial growth. Now they also faced intense competition from China. High costs are driving companies away. One of Germany's biggest problems today is simple. Doing business there has become very expensive. Energy prices remain high compared to many other countries. Labor costs are high. Regulations are strict. Taxes can be heavy. For large corporations, moving production elsewhere suddenly looks attractive. Some companies have started investing more in the United States or Asia instead of Germany. Why? Because energy is cheaper in some countries. Manufacturing costs can be lower. Governments sometimes offer huge subsidies to attract factories. This creates a dangerous cycle. When factories leave, jobs disappear. When jobs disappear, local economies weaken. And when industrial investment slows down, long-term growth becomes harder. Germany built its economy on manufacturing strength. Losing factories means losing part of the system that made the country successful in the first place. The energy crisis changed everything. Many experts believe the energy crisis became the turning point. Germany had already decided to shut down nuclear power plants over environmental and political concerns. At the same time, the country increased its dependence on Russian gas. That strategy worked while gas remained cheap and stable. But after the Ukraine war, Germany suddenly faced extremely high energy prices. Energy-intensive industries like chemicals, steel, glass, and metal manufacturing suffered heavily. Some factories simply could not compete anymore. Reports showed that production in several energy-heavy industries remained weak because of these rising costs. And even when energy prices eased slightly, uncertainty remained. Companies began asking dangerous questions. What if another energy shock happens? What if costs stay high for years? What if manufacturing in Germany is no longer profitable? That uncertainty alone can stop investment, and when investment stops, industrial decline speeds up. Germany's economy is no longer growing like before. Germany's economy once looked unstoppable, but recent years have been far weaker. Economic growth slowed, exports weakened, manufacturing output dropped. Construction also struggled. Even German officials admitted recovery was difficult because of weak demand, high financing costs, and poor business confidence. At the same time, inflation hurt consumers. Higher prices meant people spent less money, and when consumers spend less, businesses suffer even more. Germany is still a major global economy. It still has powerful industries and world-famous companies. But the confidence that once surrounded the German economic model is fading. And that is something Europe has not seen in decades. Can Germany recover? Now comes the biggest question. Is this really the end? Not necessarily. Germany still has huge advantages. It has highly skilled workers, advanced engineering, strong infrastructure, world-famous brands, powerful research institutions, and German manufacturing still produces some of the best industrial products in the world. But recovery will not be easy. Germany must solve several major problems at once. Lower energy costs, modernize industry, compete with China, adapt to electric vehicles, increase innovation, and attract new investment before more factories leave. Some experts believe Germany can reinvent itself through green technology, renewable energy, AI, robotics, and advanced manufacturing. Others fear the country is moving too slowly while global competition becomes faster every year. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle. Germany is not collapsing overnight, but the era of easy industrial dominance may be over. Why the world should care? This story is bigger than Germany. Germany is Europe's largest economy. If German industry weakens, the effects spread across Europe and global trade. Many countries depend on German machinery, engineering, and industrial supply chains. If Germany struggles, other economies can feel the impact too. And there is another lesson here. Even the strongest economies are vulnerable. One energy crisis, one technological shift, or one major geopolitical conflict can completely change the future of an industrial superpower. That is exactly what the world is watching happen right now. For more than 100 years, Made in Germany stood for quality, precision, and industrial power. But today, Germany's factories face rising costs, energy problems, and growing global competition. The country that once led the world in manufacturing is now fighting to protect its industrial future. While Germany is still a major economic force, the pressure is growing fast, and the next few years could shape its future forever. Will Germany recover, or is this the beginning of a long decline? Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more amazing updates. Thanks for watching.